Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Providence Improv. Put your hands together for your host, Mike Tavern.
Oh my God! Look at all the jewels here! Thank you everyone for coming to see our show tonight. Welcome to the Providence Improv Guild. Let's see. Anyone for the first time visiting the Providence? Oh yeah. It's like everybody. It's like every single person. Well, welcome. It's anyone first time seeing live improv? Yeah! Oh my God! Oh, that's a lot of pressure, cats. We'll do it. So it's everything you see here tonight. It's improv. It's all gonna be made up on the spot. So it'll never be done again, and it'll never. It's never happened before. Yeah, that's what I said. So yeah. So let's do a little bit of like housekeeping stuff just to get that out of the way. We have a bathroom, a restroom, and it's like kind of just right around the corner there. So you guys can see where I'm looking, but there's a door in the way, so you can't really see. Yeah. So it's a single stall. Just knock. If lock the door behind you, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's how you do that thing. Let's see here. In case of an emergency, we're gonna just go back out the way we came in. Because like this is it's like a Dungeons and Dragons themed show, so there might be like maybe Puff the Magic Dragon comes like busting in and starts like throwing eggs at us or something. We gotta get out of here. That's the way. All right, that was blocked, and then there's another exit like down the hallway, and same deal. So yeah. What else we got? Yeah, we're gonna be coming to you for some suggestions. So let's just get you warmed up. I'm gonna ask you like what your favorite something is, and then count of three, you're gonna tell me what it is. But I gotta think of what I'm gonna do. So let's see. All right, on the count of three, what's your favorite place to sleep? Okay. 1, 2, all right, 3. Couch. Bed, couch, beach, couch, bed, hammock. Oh gosh, so many choices. I usually just go to sleep in my bed. I'm a sleeper a lot. What else we got? What's your favorite kind of what's your favorite thing that grows on a tree? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Peaches. Peaches and mango. Out there here, apple.
Mulberry.
Oh, mulberry! I knew it. Mulberry. From me to you. Is that illegal? They're just saying like, oh, actually, be my mulberry. Is that
Huckleberry.
Oh, huckleberry. Okay, is that grow on a tree? Anybody know?
No, bush.
That's a bush. Okay. I don't really. I'm not a gardener, really. Let's do one more. On 3, what's your favorite piece of topping? 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
Cheese, pepper.
Sausage.
It's a sausage, yeah. All right. Okay, so that's everyone's nice and warmed up. What else we gotta cover here? It's gonna be a 1:45 to an hour-long show. So if you need to get up and use the restroom, go do it up. Feel free, do your thing. I don't know. You guys ready to get rolling? Yeah. All right. So let's hey guys, come on. Let's do you want your attack. Woo!
Okay, hey, first off, thank you all for coming out here tonight. Tonight we are going to use a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons for you, and to get started we're going to need 3 things. So
So we need objects. Size of you carry in your hand, maybe on your back. Don't all at once respond.
Ukulele.
Ukulele. Okay, ukulele. Okay, next. We need a place to question. Can be real, can be imagined, it doesn't even have to be in the genre, whatever you like.
Disney World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of a big place. Can someone be a little more specific than that?
Oh.
Candyland. Oh, okay. Okay, we can work with that. Okay, and let's see. We need to have a non-political enemy to make it. And there's a reason I say that. And I know that's going to get every time.
The Grinch.
Grinch?
Oh,
Okay, so the Grinch, ukulele, Candyland, and the Grinch. Okay, everyone, to the table!
To the
To the table, everyone, calm down. Oh. So, looks like we are mostly here, so we're gonna get started. Someone who will not be named is running a little bit late.
He's
but-
late again?
Yeah, well,
starving.
You want the raisin there?
No, I want chips and dip.
Well, when Hank comes, he says
he said he's gonna
he's
bring.
gonna bring the chips and dip,
He's gonna
so.
bring the chips and dip.
When Hank's here, we get to eat.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I'm hungry.
I just gotta say I'm already eating.
yeah, we
Chris,
Hey,
where'd you get the Dippin' Dots?
first of all, this is raisinets.
Oh, excuse me.
So chocolate raisin.
Chocolate covered raisins.
You know, there's a lot of fiber in that. You're gonna end up having to do stuff. You gotta. Can we switch places?
Yeah.
Takes a lot. I'll remember that.
All right, so
Try grapes.
you
Okay,
know,
next time I'm sorry. Next time I'll bring grapes.
Okay, next time then fine.
Are you guys gonna get in a fist fight again?
Maybe.
You can't have this game and then a fist fight again.
Let's be honest.
quiet coyote, everyone. Quiet coyote. Quiet coyote. Quiet coyote. You know, when my preschool teacher friend recommended that as a joke, I didn't think it would come up so much.
It's very effective.
It's very effective.
It shows your dominance.
Yes.
You are the alpha dog.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hell alpha dog.
All right. Well, as a reminder, this is going to be a pause session for our normal campaign.
Is that fun?
No, we're
Because
just.
you're alpha dog.
Oh.
Can I have some
Pause?
shot?
No violence.
I thought it was good. I was good.
We only resort to violence on board, in the game.
Yes, in the game. So anyway, as a reminder, we're not going to continue our normal session, the Doom Trees of Doomore, Part 2, the Doomining, because that is, we have I had a really busy week at work, and I am not caught up on that writing-wise. So instead, we're doing a one-shot today. And I'm gonna be doing a little bit of an interesting thing because I decided to combine modules. So one of them is the dark magician. That module. So that's a music-based module, and then a homebrew version of various Milton Bradley games.
Oh.
Specifically Candyland.
Oh.
So we'll see how this goes.
Okay, I'm not.
I was worried you're gonna say shoot some ladders.
Well, so all right, I should clarify. It's the quest for Candyland. Shoots and Ladders is actually the starting location.
Oh.
How do you not know?
Well, it's just because of the height thing.
Yeah. So anyway,
The thing, the heights.
let's set the scene. So we find ourselves in what is more commonly referred to is Shootlandia. And you find yourself at a little cafe in the center of downtown Shootlandia. Now, Shootlandia, as we know, is a very interesting place where stairs have been outlawed. The only way to change elevations is by going down chutes or climbing up ladders. Well,
Did you bring the food?
sorry guys, I'm sorry I'm late.
Do you have the food?
I had a lot of food, but I had to carry it the last mile because the wheel fell off Mom's Harley again.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had to put it in a satchel because they were out of paper bags and their only alternative were satchels.
That works.
Orange?
That's good.
Banana?
That's also good.
Yeah.
Shut up, Raisinette boy. Hey.
They almost got in a fight already.
I would love a raisin.
I have a box right here.
Oh.
So stairs are banned. Yes, stairs are banned. You just got us. We're just describing the one-shot scenario. As a reminder, we're pausing the Doom campaign, the Doomining, the top on right. Okay, so anyway, the only thing you need. Yeah, so we're. There's chips in there. Yeah. In addition to oranges and bananas. Yes. So anyway, you're in Shoots and Landia. You find yourself in a lovely little cafe, and in the center, within the cafe, you find that unfortunately you are in a bit of a pickle because you are out of money. But fortune smiled upon you as the local orchestra conductor happened to be hearing of your play as you loudly spoke about it to everyone in the entire cafe. Most people did not care for that. But the orchestra conductor came up and said, "Hello, are you some people looking to make some gold coinage? I have a bit of a predicament." You can see, he explains to you that there is a instrument that has been stolen from his orchestra, and the big review is tonight. Now, he and his orchestra need to warm up. They have last minute rehearsals. They can't get it. But if you can go and locate this, then he will reward you handsomely. Now, in the cafe, there are a couple of potential leads that look like they may know a thing or two about a musical instrument. First, in the back corner are some people in some suspicious looking suits that are brightly colored. They almost look as if they have sort of a stickiness to them. How many pieces?
Oh, that's a good question.
How many pieces of suits?
Yeah.
20 pieces. 20 pieces! That means that there's at least distinct watch bands.
Yes.
2 distinct watch bands connected to opposite ends of the watch. Yes. So
Plus the problem, and if they're sticky, they probably got a pouch for lollipops.
yeah. So the brightly colored, so something's happening with there. Then over there you see some more flowy like robe situations. They're all clad in white and red, almost like striped, if you were. And then finally, in the other corner, there appears to be what can only be described as like a cottagecore type look, but like really heavy on the baking elements. So like almost as if their outfits were made of like cookies or like brownies. Like not, but like that's the vibe. So you got the cookie brownie people, the red and white robes, and the 20-piece candy colored suits. So we'll start. Reminder, what's your character for the one shot?
Liam the Elf.
Liam the Elf. What does Liam the Elf recommend the party do?
I say we go talk to the people in the road. They feel like they, go around in the underworld. They'll know some secrets that we can learn from.
Okay, so you approach
The candy striped robe?
Yeah, the candy stripe robe.
But not the candy colored 20-piece suit people.
No.
Yeah.
These are road.
So
I like candy.
I like cake. I got
you are in for a good time then with this adventure.
Oh.
So you go up to the road people, but they seem to be ignoring you. So you're gonna have to do something to get their attention.
I'll intimidate them.
Oh, an intimidation check from an elf. Bold. 12 or better on that.
You are gonna.
Oh. I can't see.
What does it say on that? It's right there. Yeah, call it out.
16.
16.
You are intimidating.
My elf has been lifted. A lot of upper body work.
Yes, elves. All right. Those red and white road people are completely intimidated by your elfishness, and let's see that.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, you don't need to hurt us. No, seriously.
What do you want?
You feel like you know what's going on in this town. Shootlandia.
Yeah, but you don't need to be mean about it.
You got robes. I mean, how can we not know?
You want to know if you know where there's a stolen ukulele? We want
Oh my gosh, oh, yeah. There's a lot of things stolen in Shoelandia.
If you just put it right down the slide, just give it to their partners, it goes away.
Yeah, they just have a bunch of like pirates chilling out of the bottom of the chutes, and they just like slit.
I'm not asking for specifics of how it works.
I don't know.
Well, what a quiet day at the shoots, huh? Nary a stolen good is
Oh my God, who need that?
It's me, the elf.
You look like a, you look like you've got a short name.
Yeah.
Liam?
That's not that short, actually. It felt short before you said it.
Liam.
But Liam's 2 syllables. I mean, anyway.
My name may be short, but you know what's big? My muscles. I've been mainlining creatine.
You've been mainlining creatine?
That's right.
Boy, that can't be good for your heart or bones.
But it's good to intimidate you. I'm looking for something specific.
You got a big pile of shit.
This is non-specific goods here.
I should have been more specific as I said looking for something specific. Oh, you go later. You just change your eye patch?
Yep. To adjust to the darkness.
The darkness, I'm blocking out the sun.
Yeah.
That's what they use it for.
Yo, Alpha, Liam, your lap spread, man. You're back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, you've been doing the lap hold down.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh. Ooh.
Coming from a troll like you, that
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh, you've been eating that creatine and that pempus bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bread from the Lord of the Rings, pretty sure.
Yeah,
That's the good quality stuff. You can eat just one little crumb and you're full all
Yeah.
day.
You inspire me, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm naturally just full of it.
So why do you let that jacked elf talk to you like that?
He's
He
just.
talks about how inspiring you are, but he doesn't know your name.
Oh no. Yeah, my name is Trolley.
You're not just some troll, you're troll.
I'm Trolley.
Of the shoe trolleys.
Oh,
You're the most famous troll family.
oh yeah.
My
Oh,
family is worse than your family for 25 years.
yeah, you're right. Oh,
That long
oh, you're right. You're my I'm Troll.
So you go right in there and you tell Liam
Oh, now Liam.
what your name is.
Wow.
Because he otherwise respects you.
He. Trolley.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sick of you when you're last right out. I'm the biggest, I'm the best troll. You are still, you're last. Oh, I'm sorry. I got hyped up. I have troll. He got me going pretty good.
Calm down.
I can't calm down. I'm inspired and I'm looking.
Can we have a second with my client?
Sure.
I don't know. What's this deal?
Look, buddy.
I think I misread the situation.
Amazing.
You're allowed to fuck this elf.
Oh,
That's
okay.
allowed.
Okay.
Just ask him out.
Okay.
Ask him out.
It's after I'm a troll.
You're allowed.
Oh,
You're both sanctioned teams. It's allowed.
yeah,
You're
okay.
both capable of consent.
Yes.
Get in there.
I want to see this. I'm a trolley troll.
Yeah.
Elf and troll. Troll and elf. Relax.
You're absolutely blinded.
I don't know, I get nervous.
Okay, your lights are looking absolutely shredded, man. Have a good day, all right?
Hey, thank you.
Oh. I know it's highly irregular, but
I've been looking for someone to actually appreciate me for who I am. I've been Jack Elf, and I like your confidence.
really?
Yeah.
Well, I am a troll lawyer, and I work for that guy. I went to the second best law school in the world, which is still pretty good.
Oh, what is this emptiness in my soul?
Have you been injured in a kart race or possibly trampled on by someone else's horses or dragons?
Has a badly placed mimic's tongue lashed out when you tried to open it for its ill-gotten gains? And you had your arm torn slightly by its strong musculature?
Which turned you into a newt?
then which turned your dad into a newt?
Well, we here at Troll and Troll Attorneys at Law are here to assist. We will get you the settlement you need, whether it be a new spell, gold coins, or hanging the witch. Whatever works for you.
We do guarantee that we have an 80% guarantee that we will successfully get whoever you have beef with killed.
Back to the table.
I got beef with this nest, man. I'm not gonna let this go.
I'm gonna punch you.
They're
Oh,
delicious. They're delicious.
Yeah, that's fine. They're dried grapes.
All right, fine.
But are they really candy?
What?
Exactly.
Candy cold stuff.
It's got chocolate on it.
Yeah, but it's got raisins inside.
Hey,
Okay, well, it's at least as much of a candy as like a blow pop.
true that. That's a ruse. Blow pop has got candy in the middle of the candy.
All hail Alpha. All hail Alpha. All hail Alpha.
Oh,
All right.
Are you gonna come again?
it wasn't a pun the first time.
It was amazing. It was. Just more me this, it gets me
No,
going.
we're gonna have to have like a literature one shot or something, so we're gonna talk about like puns, assonance, consonants, simile, metaphor, like.
Was that a pun? Ass. Is that a pun?
I want the record to show that I did not laugh at assonance,
I'm on the record to show I did because that was funny.
just in case like you need to have a favorite later in the campaign.
Yeah, well,
It's noted.
anyway, so you successfully intimidated those rogues, and they were so impressed by your muscles, they brought you to the local gym where you had many meaningful conversations and learned about both the intricacies of troll law as well as just generally self-confidence things. So you're gonna be like +1 or something on any future charisma checks or that, some self-actualization there.
Did we learn anything about the? I got lost in the sauce a little bit. Did we learn anything about the instrument that's missing, or?
So here's what we did learn. What we learned was that it just so happened that one of the people in the gym happened to have raised your attention. And he said, he was a buff pirate.
Buff?
Buff pirate,
Buff
very
pirate.
jacked pirate, very swole pirate.
A yoked pirate?
A yoked pirate.
Does he know what an assonant is?
Assonance.
He said it.
It is with multiple, it's like in poetry or in verse, if there
Yeah.
are multiple vowels in a thing.
I thought you said buff
The
pirate.
cool tool
I thought you said-
was nice at school because it was maintained by the tools of fools. See?
That was beautiful, actually. That was really good.
Anyway,
I bet you thought that was, never mind.
Okay.
okay, anyway, so the pirate had mentioned that he had seen a green meanie, and you're not sure if it's that's just him generically describing or some weird variation of the blue meanie from the Yellow Submarine.
Yes, of course.
But anyway, had been absconding with various things, and he knew this because he was a pirate who had been taking loot from the people who fall about shoots, of course. And he had said that he had seen the green menace go out into the lands beyond of the food lands, as it were. Now, it turns out that Chutes and Ladders is right next to what is referred to as the pyramid. And the pyramid is a various location where there are various food groups and food destinations in various locales. So there's one for meats and proteins, there's one for vegetables and fruits, which is combined. Lagoons, I think are in the grain section, so there's one for grain and carbohydrates.
Just above the table, are you trying to teach us something? Is
No.
there an educational component to this one shot?
I'll teach you something. There's a lot of fiber in raisins.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we learned fiber raisins.
Yeah, better than me.
We'll see. Anyway, so within, sorry,
No, I'm just racked.
okay, good. So it turns out that in this pyramid section, there is a small section up at the top. It's referred to as Candyland, and it is the land specifically for sometimes foods.
So this includes things like ice cream, candy, some
Cookies.
oils, cookies.
Famously a sometimes food.
Famously a sometimes food. And the Green Menace was located there. So to traverse this, you're going to have to go through, since it's at the way at the top of the pyramid, because this is the 90s version, not the like mid
The
2000s
new one where it's
version.
correct now.
Yeah, where it's correct. This is the 8 bread per day sort of
Which from a pure survival perspective is objectively correct.
Yes, but when the nation struggles so much with overeating and obligations related to that, maybe a little bit of mixed.
It really
messaging,
does
but-
feel like maybe we should, never mind, I can't get into how preservative-based foods are marketed exclusively to the poor and how foodways are really messed up and socialism's the only real solution. But I had to fix my mom's bike today, so I was super late, so I'm gonna shut my
Also,
mouth.
as a reminder, Hank, this is a one shot, so.
You're right, we can't defeat capitalism in this one
We should
shot.
be capitalism. The only point of this was that you have to go through one of the two land. You have to go through one of the lands to get through. So you're either going through grain and then veggies and like dairy, or grain and then like beans and stuff. Or I guess that's in the grain. But like protein, I don't know. Grain and then either fruits and veggies or dairy.
At the very least, we have to start with grain.
You have to go through grain. It was the entire bottom of the
I
pyramid.
think it'd be fun to get into some beans and stuff.
So anyways,
Personally, I do. I think that would be fun.
we're gonna start by what's your character again for this one shot?
Human.
The human. Very original.
The boring dude.
Just a boring dude. This is the perfect thing for a boring dude.
Yeah.
So does the boring dude want to go through the fruits and veggies and work through the dairy? Protein.
I'm lactose, so let's go through the fruits and veg.
Okay, so you're gonna go through the fruits and veggies. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the grain. The grain is not that interesting. There's just a bunch of wheat everywhere. That's literally it.
Yeah. Not weed.
Wheat.
That's a
Is
different
there
triangle.
weed?
That's a difference.
Yeah, it's a different triangle.
There's wheat, but it's really far away, and you'd have to derail the entire campaign to get to the wheat.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, see, that was from the weed people. They were like a siren song.
Is the other triangle Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Alright, just wanna
One
make
shot.
sure I understand the world that we're in. I'm sorry!
We're just doing food pyramid from the 90s.
I'm taking my
Who's
notes.
straight from the 90s?
So anyway, so then we get to the fruits and vegetable land, and you find yourself in a lush jungle made of plants, which is what a novel concept, but it's like all the plants are like plants we eat, I guess.
Like broccoli.
Oh, so
Yeah,
like the trees are broccoli instead of.
Yeah, so it's like Willy Wonka kind of, but like less fun. So anyway, so we're in that, and you're in thick vegetation. And you find yourself, there appears to be like a campfire nearby, we're not sure about that, but you're struggling through the vegetation, so you can go through the campfire. There's also like, what appears to be like a cliff face, so maybe some like, like exterior lands. So Hank, you were late, so I'm gonna give you a character from the late bin.
What?
You are a halfling bard.
You know what? One of the better late bin characters.
Yes.
I was gonna be a cleric to Farlang, the god of travel, but you know what? This is pretty good.
Well, that is the rules of the late bin. So,
I sing
you
I
say,
sing beautifully and mournfully.
all right.
Because I think now that I know that I'm the bard, I've got skin in the game of getting an instrument back, other than the normal skin that's in any game.
All right, we're gonna do this a little bit untraditionally. I'm just gonna have you roll, and then we're gonna do results based on it. But generally, the higher you roll, the better the results.
All right, great. So I'm trying to like get the attention of the people at the campfire, but in a way that indicates to them
Yeah.
that I'm sexy and good at music.
Yeah. So. Oh.
Call it out.
Ah!
That's a one.
Oh, God!
I'm hideous and terrible at music.
Oh, my God!
So you do something that does involve musical notes. It would probably be inappropriate and quite frankly disrespectful to refer to it as music, but sounds happen. And it turns out you were successful in the sense of the party around the fire did notice you and come to your attention. You are less successful in the sense of it is a band of we're gonna go with skeletons.
No, why they need a fire? Well, they were cold. They were cold!
They don't have a lot of.
Yeah, bone does have a higher specific heat than flesh.
Yeah, so these were abandoned skeleton warriors from the dairy function, because
Oh, yeah, so they're very strong.
Yeah, so they're very strong. They're coming out here because they want to, I don't know, they want to destroy the forest. They're very anti. There is conflict within the food here. So anyway, but they come to you and are like, those are meat puppets, and we are going to free the skeletons from the meat puppets. So let's see that. You didn't like my jaunty tune?
If I still had ears, I would definitely be plugging them up with my fingers that I don't have.
I was going for something artsy, like a real 433 thing.
No. Yeah, no. Oh my God, that was horrendous.
It made my teeth chatter.
Yeah, man, his teeth chatter, my teeth chatter. I'm like hip bone now.
I don't want to stereotype. Isn't teeth chattering like fun for you guys?
Yes,
You
it's very
do it like
fun.
all the time.
When it's voluntary,
Yes. When we do it to each other.
yeah.
I fucking look at it, you're doing that. You hey.
Who taught you to play?
Hey, honey,
Yeah.
I heard some people talking cafe the other day. You said that you're scalophobic.
I'm not skelophobic. I just wish that they would do the whole teeth chattering thing in the privacy of their own home.
Oh my God!
If every time I got aroused, I ripped my pants open in public, wouldn't you think that was problematic of me?
It is year 8, not year 1. Not year -75, it is year 8. Get with the times. They're just like us. We all have skeletons inside of us.
What?
Deep down inside all of us, there are skeletons.
What?
And when you go out there and you hate on the skeletons, deep down you're hating on yourself, honey.
There's bones in me.
There's bones in your body, honey. There's bones in all of our bodies. Now how does it feel? That's right. First they came for the skeletons and I said nothing. Then they came for my flesh and I still said nothing. Then they came for my hair and I said nothing. And then they had my whole body and no one was there to say anything for me.
Started with your bones.
They started, in this scenario, they take out the bones first and leave me as a fleshless,
A sort of blob.
a blob, a movies blob, yeah. Now do you see the error in your ways? I don't ever want to hear them talk from you again. Never again.
You're right. If I ever meet skeletons, no matter their intentions with me, I won't say anything weird about their teeth chattering.
Thank you, that's all I ask.
What if they're trying to kill me? Can I be a little skelophobic in that scenario?
If they're trying to kill you, I like to think that you don't like them because they're trying to take your life, not that they have anything to do with being skeletons.
So I can hate them for trying to kill me.
You can hate anyone for trying to kill you. That's totally fair. It would be weird if you didn't. You're saying you're celebrating like this is a scenario that you expect to happen in the near future.
Honey, I'm gonna be an adventurer.
I just want you to be happy the rest of your life.
That's not so bad.
No.
I submit to whatever you're gonna do to me.
I just want you to rip your pants off.
Do it once.
You seem like just one of those. It's like whenever you get,
You think I'm a pervert?
Yes.
Honey, the people at the cafe were talking.
What were they saying, honey?
Did you expose yourself to some skeletons?
They asked, honey, they
So
asked.
just because someone asks doesn't mean you have to expose yourself to.
You're allowed to expose yourself to people who ask.
You were allowed to,
We
but
were both consenting adults.
I'm your wife. The only person I want you exposing yourself is to me.
Oh, it wasn't a sexual exposing of the self.
What kind of other exposing of the self is there?
Oh, the kind where I don't get killed by skeletons.
So they put you in this. They put you in this. I don't want to go over this. I don't want to go over this.
Welcome, judgment for the guilty party of skeleton, the skeleton skeleton flasher. Real quick, before you weigh in, Mr. Judd, I just feel like, and maybe strike this from the record or whatever it is that you do. I feel like they have a skeleton lawyer, but I have a troll lawyer and a troll and a half. I just think that I should have a halfling lawyer, and I won't explain further.
Well, as a reminder that, and I don't know why I have to repeat myself, you at the beginning of the jury were offered to have the state to provide you your own halfling lawyer. But you said, and I quote, and make sure the record shows this, those troll lawyers have the catchiest jingles. I don't want just stupid halfling lawyers. I want to go with the trolls because they were on the TV and they said they could win for me. And I would also like to point out the little jingle that applies. If you don't want to lose, trolls are the one you choose. Do. Is that correct, Mr. Hackett?
If only I had somebody who sang as good as you a week ago, none of this would have happened.
All right. So, has the jury reached a verdict?
We have.
And?
We find the defendants guilty as charged.
That's us.
Yes.
They really beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mess. No bones about it.
Oh! But you didn't warn me, but that was worth it.
That was very cute.
And
And that's a fine.
That is a
Oh, whatever. So,
I feel like I have to say it again. That was very humorous.
Oh! You're
I
good.
know why you need to stop. It's not really a bone, it's an area. It's a massive area. What a dumb.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Shut up!
Yeah, shut up.
Break up with everybody, man.
I don't know. I was just trying to feel it. You guys are all so smart.
okay, so,
Hey.
so all right.
I know what accidents is now.
Yeah.
I forgot already. It was a beautiful thing in the moment, but now it's like gone.
So as we go to the forest of wood, if it wouldn't be too bad, then we could to go on down and see with a frown that the skeletons have overcome your mood.
That's limerick. That's limerick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So anyway, with the skeletons, after a extensive legal battle, questioning whether the skeletons were in the right to invade there, and there was a whole thing, it turns out that you have been sentenced to 40 hours of community service and restitution in the amounts of 100 gold coins, but you did get probation. So no jail time served.
But that's like a tenth of what the guy's gonna pay us to find the ukulele thing.
Yeah,
That's enough.
it's also a combination of, I think, civil and criminal penalties, so there's a very interesting legal system here.
Please tell me all about it.
One shot. All right.
I'm taking notes.
So anyway, as you pass through the forest, pending legal action subsides, you find yourself in the Candy Land, and in the Candy Land there is this big mountain of snow. Well, it's ice cream, but snow ice.
Oh.
That's like a sometimes.
Sometimes food.
I feel like I would really enjoy it until I got full, and then I would suddenly be super aware of how sticky I was.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
And you were here because you lactose intolerant.
yes. And you can see within that giant mountain at the lower area, right over there, there is the town of Candyville. Candyville.
Oh,
And
wait a minute.
And the Candyus who live in Candyville
Okay.
have
Do they like a certain thing a lot?
yes, they like Arbor Day.
A lot?
A lot.
And who does not? We'll find out. Ah!
So as you go there, it turns out their Arbor Day tree, which is of course made of candy because we're in Candy Land,
Yeah.
has been misplaced, and actually all the Arbor Day decorations, the Arbor Day posters. And again, in the context of this is all candy trees, so they're made of like licorice and like plastic candy, but they still are very passionate about the trees. You know, and there was, in fact, there was a borax there who had talked to them many years ago about the importance of trees, had put them on to it.
But it works this time?
It did work this time, and again, that's a whole other thing a one-shot cannot deal with.
Wow, they're teasing you galore.
Yes, but anyway, so you come out to them and they say, the Green Menace, or Mimi, up in that mountain has stolen all our stuff. And we know he also had a battle ukulele sound. So he was doing like marches during it with the ukulele. So they suspect the ukulele was there, and they said, if we'll help you out get to this. So you're able to find that. So it turns out that they can give you there's a couple of options for supplies. They can give you this giant sled they have. They can give you a snowmobile made of candy. The sled's also made of candy. Everything is just going forward made of candy. Okay, we good?
Everything's out of candy.
Everything's out of candy. So there's a
Is there
snowmobile
blood
candy.
candy?
What?
Is there blood candy?
No, blood is food dyed water. Anyway,
How do we get strawberry syrup?
That's the better.
it'd be too viscous.
Yes. Viscosity is of utmost importance.
So anyway, so there's the sled and the snowmobile. So we're going. What would we like to do? What's your character again this time? For
Oh, I was gonna go with a, you know, sort of like a rogue scout type character.
Rogue Scout. Okay. So what are we picking?
Well, unless I wanna be sneaky, because it's let to be sneaky, we're going uphill.
Yeah.
Snowmobile.
Okay.
All the way.
So we're gonna select the snowmobile. We're gonna come to a combined roll on this. So you're
Okay.
you're with the snowmobile selection. And then as the whole party's traveling up the snowmobile on the mountain, it turns out there are candy corn wolves that are throughout the mountain. So you're gonna have
It's
to,
like 2 ways.
yeah. So you're gonna have to outpace them, but I'm trying to remember character today.
Yeah, I was the life-size talking beaver warrior.
Sure. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to use your stealth and the beaver word. What move are you gonna use?
Teeth and tail.
Teeth and tail to repel the wolves. Okay, so we're gonna see how you're both beaver tail. You're gonna fend off the wolves, and then Rogue's gonna be driving to try and navigate.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap them.
So we're gonna see 8 or better probably on this.
Or better.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
5? How is that even possible? I
That's a,
Wow.
Jesus.
All right, so
I gotta see no beaver tail.
I should have rolled. Damn it.
you're gonna be killed by candy corn wolves?
Yes. Oh wow. But anyway, well maybe, we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it turns out that as you're going up, you make a wrong turn. Someone beaver tails trying to hit one of the wolves. You slap the ice cream ground. You flip over the thing, the snowmobile,
Candy mobile.
candy mobile. Everything is candy.
I know, yeah, wait, everything.
Everything is candy. So the snowmobile's thing, you can repair it, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. And the candy wolves, a whole pack just happens to be there and is circling around. So you gotta buy some time. So we're gonna see that. You're fixing the snowmobile, surrounded by candy wolves.
Yeah, Dan,
How
I
are you
think
fixing it by eating?
I'm just getting it wet so it sticks together. Ah, Jesus. This is worrisome.
Is it that fun? Is it that fun? Huh? Go bitch.
We're wolves,
We're
not
wolves.
dogs.
We're not dogs, that's candy, that's not novel.
Oh, you guys are the candy wolves.
You can see, wow!
Yeah.
What an amazing observation.
Wow, Sherlock Holmes!
No, I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I'm a beaver.
We can see!
Oh, you can see too. You got so much in common.
We have candy
You have so
beaver.
much in common, guys.
You invite him.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh, I don't know what we have already.
Before you find us, is this like a weird, like, you know, candy moon thing where we become like you for a night, or?
Does the moon look like it's candy full?
Look at it. You guys have
Yeah.
Not
a
really.
We're just normal wolf candy variety.
They're just gonna eat us.
Also, I would like to point out the moon is just like a sliver, like it just got out of new moon. Like Can you read the candy moon lunar charts?
Yeah.
It's just like the actual.
Guys, I don't wanna say this, but this beaver may actually be too stupid to eat.
No, I'm not. I am not that stupid. I am not so stupid to
Don't
eat.
encourage them.
It's his friend.
Ah, yes, his friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
encourage them, listen.
You're smart, you're stupid, you won't infect us.
You know what will infect you?
What?
My chopper teeth.
He's so dumb, he's so dumb, I don't want to see his friend.
Listen, your teeth are constantly growing. You have to gnaw
I
and
know.
look to get them to go down.
We don't do better than you.
Use your anal expressions. That'll get.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Welcome to Wolf School, Candy Wolf School students. So today we go on the important lesson, when is something not mentally capable of being eaten? So, as we discussed last week, there is a difference between food and not okay.
Not okay.
And sometimes there's basic stuff. So like a human, food, perfectly think. Sentient rocks, not okay.
But is that because they're rocks or because of the sentience?
So I wouldn't recommend eating rocks anyway, but it's the sentience level because rock monsters, candy rock monsters, only get like a little bit, like they can do basics, but they really only ever read at like a 3rd, 4th grade level max.
Pretty impressive for wheat.
But
I mean,
anyway,
like pigs, right? Pigs are impressive, and
we have a much higher standard than those monster humans.
that's true.
So some humans are smart enough to eat, some aren't.
Humans are basically fine as a baseline.
Is it parabolic, I guess? Like if something is very smart, can we eat it? If something is not smart at all, we can't eat it. But if it's in the middle where you like,
Well, the middle is what this class is about.
Let's say I encounter a troll.
Yes.
I ask him about specific political situations and he says he wants to hear both sides first. Does that mean he's smart enough or too dumb to eat?
Well, so it depends on why he's doing that.
Okay.
If it's a genuine curiosity and a need for understanding, he's fine. If he's using that kind of as a cop-out because he doesn't really want to think about the issues
Right.
and just is like, hey, if I say this, it sounds approximately right and it's really hard to argue with, so I can just like sound intellectual without actually putting in the knowledge of researching, looking at policies, looking at moral ethics and philosophy to examine it, then that's not okay.
So we don't eat him.
Well, no, you do a follow-up question.
what are your feelings about this candidate's position on this, and then it's okay?
Yeah, you can ask them about a specific issue. One of the other things is you can have them say what sort of research sources do you do and make a judgment on whether or not those are valid research sources.
Do you
So,
find that it's easier to determine if you live in like a major city where you have to vote for like judges and things like that, versus like if you live in like a suburb and you only have to vote for just like 1 or 2 people? Is that a relatable experience?
no, it is, but so you're overthinking it a little bit. That's more of nuances within the, all of that.
Oh, Wolf, you want to eat me?
How do you feel about the recent increase in taxes on aglets at the end of your shoelaces?
Hold on, let me ask AI. There are many different ways you can feel about aglets. Pros, they're needed. Cons, they're silly. The taxes on aglets are a small tax which will not affect many people. What? Dude, that's an iPhone 9!
Answer what?
It's an iPhone 9!
Oh, well, that's a lot. It's old. It's the year 8, not the year -70. Listen, I'm gonna ask you one more, and you can't look at ChatGPT.
What?
If somebody came into your house and told you to your face in your house, right, that it was not okay for you to read a certain book, what would you say to that guy?
I don't know how to read.
So something to think about. Something to think about with AI. I would like to remind you, I do not want to see AI generated character sheets again.
I got confused because it was like it was a search engine.
It
I
What?
wrote not applicable for your eye color, but you have, which would be okay, but you have eyes. You have eyes, Beaver.
Yeah, to see.
Better to see you.
But that's the
That's a wolf. That's a wolf. It gave your attack and defense points from the Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh.
It said you have 3,000 attack.
Oh, so
Really? That seems very high for Beaver Warrior.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's because of the. Oh, you're right. The Yu-Gi-Oh card Beaver Warrior. I really should have. I should have gone with
And it was
you.
like, I don't know, like 6,000 range. It's like 5 or 6 stars.
Something like that. Yeah. You
I
still
was
have to sacrifice a creature for it to enter. But...
Well, as long as it's more than 4 stars,
Yeah.
I believe. It's been a while.
Yeah,
and obviously everyone
it's-
here is very familiar with
It's one if it's 5 or 6, if it's 2 if it's 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I want new friends.
I just wanted to stop with like,
I don't want to hang out with
What? Because we have other nerdy hobbies. That's your problem with D&D people is like, man, if the D&D people like trading card games, I'm out.
This is like we made a decision that this is gonna be like the nerdiest thing that we're gonna do, and if it gets nerdier, we're out.
Yeah.
Sorry. So all those stats you guys know about oil rigs isn't a nerdy thing?
No, that's how you make
It's
money.
like make cash.
Yeah, liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
That's oil.
My uncle Carl works at an oil rig, and he comes back every 6 months, and he has a new truck every time.
Seems the best truck I've
The best truck ever. The best newest truck ever.
you ever seen a Chevy.
Yeah, you ever seen a Chevy?
Like a Volt?
Chevrolet.
Like a Chevy Volt?
No. Chevy big boy.
A Chevy Big Boy?
Chevy big
Those
boy.
aren't even available to the public yet.
He has truck nuts. Do you know what those are? Prosthetic tested.
Oh.
Should we just tell you that about your pet?
Is truck nuts a lagoon, technically?
I mean, peanuts are trying to.
Okay. Out the dog.
Answer the basic questions. Maybe we'll do it after the session. And I said, for hopefully the last time, one shot. One shot. We gotta wrap this up. Okay, so. What was something about the wolves. Okay, the wolves, while they determine that you are valid to eat, you're able to fix the truck, or the
Candy mobile.
Candy mobile.
Yeah, because of my mind games.
Yeah, your mind games, and you're able to luckily escape because luckily you had said some part about some obscure topic in politics that we're not doing right now, and the wolves really had to have a Socratic session between that. They had a bunch of different discussions. In fact, it also led into an almost Model UN to discuss the even
Who was
further.
Togo?
A wolf.
All right.
They were all wolves.
Okay, so that's a good point. You said a lot of bad experiences and a lot of Togos. Look, this is autobiographical. What am I supposed to say?
Look,
The guy who plays Togo is always an asshole.
Look, this is a minor aside, but I would like to point out, and this is true, when I was in high school, I was, I think, Jamaica for Model UN, and I got a Best Delegate Award on climate change.
I'm never gonna talk to any of you guys again in my life. I am out of here.
There's climate everywhere.
Anyway,
There's climate everywhere. There's no climate in Jamaica. There is, guys.
No one's questioning that.
Okay, so we're all on the same page. Okay, oh.
all right. So, we finally get to the giant cave where it turns out, unsurprisingly, that it was not, in fact, the green meanie variation of the blue meanie from the Yellow Submarine from the Beatles movie. It was, in fact, the Candy Grinch.
Oh, the candy
Much
Grinch.
like the Grinch from The Grinch Stole Christmas, but he is made of candy.
Because everything is made of candy.
Yes.
It's candy.
And you see him drumming on the orchestra's ukulele with all of the trees, the candy trees, just like strewn about.
That's like
Because
blasphemy.
Yeah, he didn't really think this through. He just kind of stole all the trees. He doesn't have a fence or anything. He doesn't have any like fires. So he just steals things and just kind of keeps them there. But anyway, so you find him strumming on his ukulele. We got one shot to be able to get this. We're gonna hear all of your actions on how you're gonna be able to get the ukulele, steal from the Grinch, and all that good stuff. So.
I'm gonna walk up to him and say, can I take this?
My elf snaps his neck.
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of join him with some sort of harmonies, and I'm gonna approach him as if I'm gonna like be like, oh, maybe we can get his heart to grow 3 sizes, but then when I'm close enough, I'm just gonna bash him upside the head, big style.
All right. Point of clarification: is this before or after the "can I have it" and or the next snap?
I think can I have it? You're getting behind him. You're ready to next snap. I'm going, and I'm like, hey, look, I'm with you. We're with you. And then if the next snap fails, bash.
Okay, so the bard is performing a distraction. Original.
Yes.
It's just because I want to teach him that redemption's not possible.
As I am kind of rogue, I thought maybe I would just sneak up and just grab it without anyone noticing.
Okay, so this is this before or after the asking him distraction or next snap, and or bashing?
After the asking him, but before the others.
Okay, and
And I was just gonna get up like next to him and under him a little bit, and slide underneath like a beaver, and wrap like my tail around his waist like a diaper in case he pees because he's nervous because we're taking all the stuff.
So you want to catch his pee in case he pees?
Just in case, I don't want anything to get on the floor.
Okay, these are rubber games in the future.
That's a lot of stuff.
I'm going to the principal and telling him about you.
No!
Even though this isn't happening on school.
all right, we were done. I don't want the order of that. It just happens. All right, we're gonna go 13 or better. Just roll.
Perfect. I love a simple plan.
Henry.
Oh.
I'm simple. Simple plan's a band. Oh god. Oh no.
Don't pay attention, it's so. Jeez.
5.
Is this a total party life situation, or is...
We'll see. It's not close. So as you start to execute the plan and you get into the cave, you trip over one of the trees, immediately notifying the Grinch. His dog, Max, Candy Max, is howls, summoning all the wolves who have finished their Model UN. But I will say, I'm going to give you guys the best element.
What an asshole!
So and they all come streaming in with their I don't know, they're wearing ties maybe, candy ties. Anyway, so they come in. So you're gonna have to face off against the Grinch and Max and all of them. Let's see that.
Hey, Mr. Grinch. Can I take that ukulele you have?
Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Hey, redemption's possible, my friend. Ding-a-ling.
No, it's not.
Come on. Shoot. Oh.
Are you nervous, Grinch?
Oh. Hey, I'm not. Oh. I'm accidentally nice. Okay,
The rest of you can leave.
We can support. We live.
Yeah, you live, but you gotta leave.
Guys, I'm not aspirated.
You're dead, by that. Oh. You wanna leave?
What a dark thing to experience.
Yeah, go. Shoot.
So,
All right, you think you're gonna give any of this stuff back to the people? Or?
yeah.
Here. Cracks the ukulele.
Oh no! This is exactly like a hateful eight.
Yeah, and it's not a prop ukulele made of candy.
Really, that's the real one.
ukulele that was unloaded from the museum.
It makes me hate the movie a little bit.
It's hard to watch now.
Yeah.
What are all those Indian singers gonna play?
At least we're alive. Too bad none of us can cast divine magic and revive our friends.
Son, daughter, Mama Beaver has some very bad news for you. Daddy Beaver has passed.
Oh.
He has had his neck snapped by the Grinch while trying to make a diaper for him out of his tail to collect the Grinch's pee.
That's that. for you.
That is his dad.
We did it until I was 2 years old?
No, he's such a kind soul. Always making diapers for anyone that needed it out of his I've written him a eulogy and I want to run it by you.
Can we sing it all together?
So you want to sing the eulogy together? Okay,
It's an idea.
okay.
It's a long.
It's really long.
There's only scroll for it, right? You want to know the scroll, right?
There's 4 more in my back pocket. Verse number 1. He can't pee with his tail, with his tail. He can't pee with his tail. He was a beaver. He can't pee with his tail, with his tail, with his tail. He was a beaver. That's the table.
So
What the fuck?
What?
We are out of this friend group.
Yeah, we'll keep you raising us.
I will.
Fine.
I'm transferring schools.
I'm transferring to do that.
Does all your one-shots end with people singing about beavers catching
Beaver
beaver
piss.
with beaver piss? Beaver diaper piss? Beaver diaper piss? Beaver diaper piss?
See, now I'm starting to think. You're projecting onto me.
Hey.
Because you just unprompted also again sang about beavers and
No, we just said beaver diaper piss. Beaver diaper piss. Oh God, no, he's right.
I did not bring up that. I would like the record to show that I did not bring up. I simply asked, what do you want to do about a ukulele heist? There was no indication anything about collecting pee with the beaver
To
tank.
be fair, we don't.
What else do beavers do? Tell me that.
They
Tell me that.
They build dams.
Yeah, they're biologically upset by the sound of running water.
Oh, yes, exactly. That's what.
Wait, it actually makes sense. Beavers are nature's engineers, okay? They cut down wood, they build dams. They are so much nature's engineers.
What is a diaper then? Not a dam.
He's right. No, is a type for a dam the reason that they did?
I'm leaving. I'm not talking to you guys again.
Can I
Think about it.
Thank you. Hey, hey, you're pretty cool actually.
You too, but I'm gonna still go with him.
Yeah, I'm
I forgot my phone.
Oh, you got your iPhone 9.
I'm gonna still go with him.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I don't like use.
What I do?
I don't know.
Anyway,
He was eating raisin eggs the whole time. That's a sometimes food.
that is a sometimes.
That's a sometimes.
That's a
That's
sometimes
right.
food, and that's the big takeaway is that raisinets are sometimes food. So you return to the Candy Who village without any of their trees, so they just kind of look at you in disappointment and call you mean things. And then you return, going back through the I think it's like the woods of veggies, the rainforest veggies thing. You go back through the place that's just wheat. You go back to the Shoots and Knives. You go to the orchestra, and you bring.
Please.
Yeah, police.
911.
911.
Wait, you don't. You can't just come in here.
I called 911. Sorry. I got nervous. You guys called me dumb.
Because you are. The wolves told your character dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't tell you what to do. I called 911. I thought you guys were calling me dumb.
Officer, we're not playing Dungeons and Dragons. Actually, officers.
Yes.
So, are you doing anything maybe 2 hours earlier, same time next week? We have an opening in our D&D session.
You're free. They do say role playing helps us get better empathy with the vicar.
That's perfect. So we can see you next week.
As long as there's no like weird beaver diaper shit going on.
Everybody, that was class, you wanna learn how to do all that wacky stuff, you know, and like figure out what other animals make diapers and stuff, I guess. Yeah, that's what we got for tonight. Yeah, thanks for coming out. You've been great, and I love
I'm so.
you. Yeah.